You were?
Kind of. But remind me a little?
Okay. I had joined LeChuck's crew in disguise. The magic potion that would have taken us to Monkey Island had been ruined. But Captain Madison and her cronies were nearby in another ship also bound for the island. I planned to follow them, but the crew were voting against me, and I had to persuade each and every one of them to vote on my side. So, Chef, you sure I can't change your mind on the Monkey Island issue?
Yeah, I'm voting whatever way Rose votes.
Okay. I got LeChuck to authorize your promotion.
What?
Good news, Chef Putra. You're officially promoted.
I'm a chef! Chef Putra! Thanks, Swabby. You're amazing. I owe you one.
First swab. So, Chef, I don't suppose you know how to make scorched Alaska?
Of course I can make scorched Alaska. I have to warn you, though, it's not going to be very spicy. It'll be fine. You wouldn't like the full-strength version anyway. Some chefs these days use dandruff out of a can, but I would never take a shortcut like that. One scorched Alaska, extra mild.
Thanks. So, Chef, you sure
I do.
Okay. I'll let you get back to cooking.
Yeah.
Light as sea foam. Flair?
What is it?
I want to check in on your vote about going to Monkey Island.
Relax. I'll vote with you. I owe you one. Go swap a deck or something.
Will do. Flair?
What do you want?
How's the score going?
It would be going a lot better with fewer interruptions.
It's empty now. I still think you should vote to go to Monkey Island.
I don't want to talk about that now. I'm having a crisis of faith about not being inspired by LeChuck to follow his lead.
Okay. Do you remember giving me this at my orientation? It's got some good stuff in it.
Oh, yeah. I put it together myself, you know.
No kidding.
Betray trust, commit fraud, threaten bodily harm. So unswerving, so unapologetically ruthless. This really takes me back.
Me too. Back to earlier today in my case.
LeChuck is really an amazing leader.
You can hang on to that if you like.
No, thanks, I'm good. Now that I've remembered why it is that I'm willing to follow LeChuck anywhere, even when I think he's doing something stupid.
Just so we're clear, that means you're gonna vote to go to Monkey Island now?
Yes, even though I know you want me to.
Works for me. As quartermaster, can't you just decide that we're going to Monkey Island and tell the others what to do?
Sorry, Swabby. That just isn't how it works. I respect the will of the crew. Everybody has to be in.
How about a little light reading?
Are you kidding? Reading those sounds like actual work. No thanks.
Toasty.
That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Come to order, you murdering, traitorous dogs. Earlier today, in fact, not even an hour ago, I clearly heard someone on this deck mention Guybrush Threepwood. Out loud! If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah.
It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important. Ooh, I can't decide. If I'm wrong about what that is, taking it would be a big mistake. If I'm right, it doesn't do much to cut the chill in here, but I'll take what I can get. I guess it's a good sign if they're not trying to leave? It's Chef Putra's empty. It's empty. I don't need to clutter up my inventory with another item. Ugh. Old boots and deodorant. It's like a college dormitory. It sounds like screaming, but really quiet. You'd think on a ship there would be opportunity to change the water once in a while. It's hard to tell if those are for cooking or combat.
In conclusion, shape up, or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents. Working hard?
Never.
Think you'll be done reading soon?
Nah, I don't really have anything else to do.
I can't stop thinking about your head. I mean, what it would be like to have a head that was on fire.
I can help you out with that if you are really curious.
About your vote.
Do something nice for me, and maybe I help you.
Maybe I will. Keep up the bad work.
Always.
I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
Ugh, take the monstrosity away. Its blandness offends me, even at a distance. Scotch Alaska must be like a hot poker to the tongue.
Toasty. Top deck schedule. 1 bell, crew voting. 2 bells, LeChuck shouting.
That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Eyes front, you disgusting heaps of festering scum. It has come to my attention that someone has spilled grease onto the starboard side of my beautiful ship. If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 flay you on alive. Blah, blah.
Looks like they haven't figured out their skull problem yet. Good. These things get more sophisticated every year.
In conclusion, shape up, or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
This should make it good and scorchy. This is a bunch of empty containers of preservatives and coloring agents. I had to call in a few favors, but I managed to get you this.
Scorched Alaska. Sweet, poisonous shades of my shady and poisonous childhood. It sears me inside like a lost love. A masterpiece. There's one bite missing.
Well,
Much respect, Swabby. I am in your debt. I hate being in debt, so let's just say I'll vote your way next time we talk about that plan of yours. The one with the monkeys.
would you describe this book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
Would you describe this book as entertaining?
I would use a shorter word, but yes.
You're not reading this. Can I borrow it?
Sure, I'll let you have it for the rest of the day.
Thanks. Working hard?
Never.
About your vote.
Relax, I'll back your play.
Working hard?
Never.
I can't stop thinking about your head. I mean, what it would...
I can help you out with that.
Keep up the bad work.
Always.
Hey, Bob, I've got a great book for you.
Hey, this looks promising. Thanks. I owe you one.
Can I count on your vote to go to Monkey Island?
Sure, no problem.
I think I've got everyone's support now. Time to call for another vote.
One bell. Voting hour.
The meeting is called to order. Are there any matters to be voted on?
Following Madison's ship to Monkey Island, on which I vote aye.
Aye.
Aye. Aye.
Aye.
Aye.
6 in favor, none opposed.
I hope you're happy, Grandma.
Everybody, get ready. We'll follow the other ship as soon as she gets underway.
Yes!
So then you went to Monkey Island.
Not right away. I still needed to get my hands on the Chuck's map to the secret.
Can't you see me be thinking? Make it quick, Swabby! Keep your eyes off that map, Swab.
I don't know what that means.
That time again already? Well, let's get to it. Eyes front, you disgusting heaps of festering scum! I have reason to believe that someone has been misusing the ship's bell. If a ship is going to function properly, blah, 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 blah.
It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important. It's not much of a map. There's just some writing on it, but clearly it's important. This isn't remotely like a map. He'd notice it right away. A map's a map. I don't think he'll spot the difference. Now I just need to get Madison a skull, and we'll be good to go. Hopefully he'll be fooled for long enough. And who knows? Maybe he needs a new mop? Hopefully he'll be fooled for long enough. Hopefully he'll be fooled for long enough.
In conclusion, shape up, or the eels will be gnawing on your carcass. All right, same time tomorrow then. Dismissed.
Okay, Murray, I just need one more thing from you.
You tried to smash me and drown me, and I have emerged unscathed. Well, almost unscathed, but there's nothing you can do that will harm me.
I hope you're not allergic to gunpowder.
Of course I'm not.
Hey, what are you doing? These things are dangerous.
Ready for cannon firing. She's underway.
All hands, stand by to make sail.
We're nearly there, me hearties. The fabled shores of fabled Monkey Island. Captain Madison and her associates will have to be dealt with, of course. But our top priority is the secret. Extra grog rations for everyone.
Grog.
Hey!
All right.
Greenwood!
Oops.
I did not see that coming.
I suppose you think you're very clever.
Right up to the part where I took off the eye patch. I got carried away. I've really started to feel like part of the crew.
Well, you've already seen what happens to crew who displease me. I want to savor this, so I'm going to let you have the first jab.
You're as rusty as that butter knife you call a sword.
We're both still sharper than you.
Okay, decent comeback.
Why don't you try again?
You're all bluster and no luster.
Well, you're all custard. Blast.
Whoa! But hey, cheating! I won that round. Also, I'm pretty sure we're supposed to use the swords when we do this.
You don't seem to know how to use a sword. I can't decide if you're waving that thing like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Hey, I know that one!
Oh, been practicing, huh? What comeback would you use for waving it like a feather duster or like a mop?
you.
That's what I thought too.
I can't decide if you're waving your sword like a feather duster or more like a mop.
Either way, I'll clean the floor with you.
Too late to start doing your job now, Swabby!
Hey, you're laying a comeback on my comeback? That's gotta be against the rules.
You really should keep up on the latest trends. Goodbye, Threepwood.
Good thing I can still hold my breath for 10 minutes. More or less.
Is it more or is it less?
What?
You say you can hold your breath for 10 minutes, but then sometimes you say 8. One time I heard you say 12. Which one is it?
Well, in my prime, I could do 10 minutes, no problem.
Are you in your prime in this story?
8 minutes. Now let me get back to it before the 8 minutes runs out.